Hi, good afternoon. So this is the lesson that we did today for our Zoom meeting. What have we learned about ladybugs? And we're just going over all the information. So we have, let's see, we're going to go straight to the hello song. We had a hello song. Let's see when I listen to it.
Hello, 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 how are you? Hello, 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 how are you? I'm good. I'm great. I'm wonderful. I'm good. I'm great. I'm wonderful. Hello, 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 how are you? Hello, 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 how are you? I'm tired. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'm not so good. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I'm hungry. I'm not so good. Hello, 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 how are you? Hello, 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 how are you? Hello, 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 how are you? Hello, 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 how are you?
Alrighty, so hello, good afternoon. We're going to go to the next song that we listened to this afternoon, and it is our Ladybug song.
Search for Ping Pong on YouTube. Ping Pong.
Let's see it. Hey, Ladybug.
Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Fly up high in the sky. Hey, lucky ladybug.
Fly down low in the garden.
Hey, lucky ladybug. Little lucky black spots. Hey, lucky ladybug. Fly with your red wings. Hey, lucky ladybug. Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Fly up high in the sky. Hey, lucky ladybug. Fly down low in the garden.
Hey, lucky ladybug.
Little lucky black spots. Hey, lucky ladybug. Fly with your red wings. Hey, lucky ladybug. Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug.
Oh, beautiful. So we're going to do what do I know about ladybugs, and that's what we kind of went over yesterday a little bit, but here we have a picture, an image of what we did yesterday. So we said ladybugs are red. Ladybugs have antennas, right? They use their feelers to smell and touch. Ladybugs have spots. Ladybugs fly, and we said that they fly with their wings. That's what some of you said. They fly with their wings. Ladybugs have legs. And we counted the legs. They have 6 legs, right? So we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we also said ladybugs eat aphids, mites, and other plants. Some of you said that we have hard wings, right? They have the shell that protects the soft wings, the wings that they actually fly with. On top of that, we also said that they have a life cycle, right? They all start off as egg. Then they go to the larva stage, pupa, and then finally an adult ladybug, right? So they have 4 stages. And ladybugs can crawl. So we know ladybugs can crawl. We know ladybugs help farmers protect their crops. We know that ladybugs live outside, like in the parks and fields or in forests. We know that ladybugs can be red or orange, even yellow sometimes with spots, right? Some might have a little bit, some might have more spots, some might have less spots, some may not have spots at all. And we also know that there are over 4,000 kinds of different types of ladybugs. So let's take a look. Here we have types of ladybugs. We have a 7-spotted ladybird. We have a yellow short-shouldered ladybird. We have 2-spotted ladybird. We also have a 9-spotted lady beetle. Let's see what else we have. We have a 14-spotted ladybug, a large eating ladybird. So there's quite a few. These are only a few types of ladybugs, but there's a lot. There's much more than what I'm showing you. So these are all different colors, and you can see that they're all different colors, right? We have yellow, we see some red, we see some orange, we see gray. There's even a black one that's called the steel blue ladybird. So there's quite a few, and they're all different colors with different, even the spots are different. They're not all the same kind of spots. So this is very cool. Now, we also have, or we also know that ladybugs are also known as ladybirds or lady beetles as well, right? So this is something that, you know, in some places they call them ladybirds, and other places they call them lady beetles. And let's see, this is the picture of our ladybird, lady beetle, or ladybug, whatever you want to call it. And now let's say ladybug in Spanish. How do we say ladybug in Spanish? So we can say ladybug in Spanish. We could call it a Catrina, right? Catarina. We could call it a Catarina, or in some places they might call it a mariquita. So it's a Catarina and a mariquita. Ooh. So even in Spanish they call it different. Now here's I'm a little ladybug, okay? It's a little poem. I'm a little ladybug, as you can see. I am a beetle, pretty as can be. I am brightly colored, red and black. Look at the pretty spots on my back, okay? And now don't forget that we also found out that this is part of a beetle family, so that's why it says I am a beetle as pretty as can be, right? Here we have a life cycle booklet. It's a little booklet telling us the life cycle of a ladybug. Let's see. So here is a ladybug. Ooh, I think this is the mommy ladybug. The mommy ladybug lays eggs on a leaf, right? And don't forget the eggs are yellow. A larva hatches out of the eggs, right? And we said that the larva, when it hatches, it's going to look like a worm, right? It's going to look nothing like a ladybug. It looks like a worm. So a larva hatches out of the egg. Then don't forget, when it's a larva, in the larva stage, it's going to eat and eat and eat and eat until it grows and grows and grows. And then it finally is now a pupa, right? So it's going to harden and it's going to be a pupa. Finally, what happens after it comes out from the pupa case? It changes into a ladybug. So then we're going to see a ladybug. And I see the ladybug on the flower. Okay, so that's a mini version of the life cycle booklet. And now we're going to go to our reading World of Insects. We're going to read this book on aphids. So aphids are very important because this is what the ladybugs eat. So I just wanted to give you a little information about it. So aphids are tiny insects. One aphid could fit on the head of a pin. So it's like the size pin. They're so tiny. Aphids live on leaves of trees and other plants. There are thousands of aphids that can live in only one plant. Oh my goodness. Most aphids are green or black, but they can also be red, yellow, or other colors. Some aphids have fuzzy wax covering that looks like cotton. So just like you see right there, it looks like cotton. Oh my god, it doesn't even look like an aphid. It helps keep aphids warm and dry. Aphids have soft bodies and a small head. Some aphids have wings. Whoa, I didn't know that. They can fly from plant to plant. Aphids have 6 thin, weak legs, so they do have 6 legs as well. Remember, an aphid is an insect as well. Okay, don't forget insects. All insects have 6 legs. They do not walk far, but they don't walk far, so they walk pretty slow. Then it says aphids have 2 antennas. They use their antennas to feel and smell, which we know that all insects use their antennas to feel and smell. An aphid's mouth is shaped like a tube, so an aphid sucks the plant's juice through their mouth. So it kind of reminds us of the butterfly. Remember when the butterfly is drinking nectar from the flower, they're using their mouth, right? Because it's a little tube. So it's the same thing with aphids. Aphids can make plants sick. Some plants stop growing and their leaves curl. So this is why we said that aphids harm our plants, because when they're sucking on their juice, right, the juice they're eating from them, it makes the plants sick, so it harms them, and then the plants die. And that's why, guess who gets happy with ladybugs? Farmers and people that take care of crops, right? Because they know that the ladybugs are going to eat the aphids, since the aphids harm the plants. Aphids have 2 tubes on their body. A juice called honeydew flows out of these tubes. Honeydew drips and forms a sticky coating where it lands. Ants eat the sweet honeydew. Ooh, ants. We're going to be talking about ants next week. So aphids let ants collect honeydew from their bodies, and ants take care of the aphids in return. Oh, so they're like a partner. They partner, the aphids give the ants this honeydew for them to collect. But then in return, the ant has to take care of them, right? So the ants carry aphids to new plants that they can eat. I did not know that. Ooh, this is an interesting fact. So ants protect aphids from ladybugs and other predators. Because remember we said, ladybugs love aphids. And ladybugs' job is to eat the aphids so that way they don't harm the plants. But guess what? The ants actually help them, help the aphids out. So aphids and ants need each other. So they need each other in order to survive. And that is the end of our story, of the book. The glossary, as always, we have antennas, and we know that they are feelers on top of the insect's head to touch and smell things. Honeydew is a sticky liquid that is made by aphids and other insects. Insects, we know it's a small animal, right, with 6 legs and a body that's divided into 3 parts. Don't forget we have this head, thorax, and the abdomen. And predator is an animal that hunts other animals for food, okay? So this is the end of our book. I'm going to be reading another book for later, our evening read aloud. And next week we're going to start on ants, so let's see what we learn about ants as well. Alrighty, so hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.